Here we are at US Bank Stadium at the Who's Who Showcase, sponsored by the Blue Book Building and Construction Network. Right now, I am joined by Dave from the Construction Management Student Association, and he's going to talk a little bit about who he is, what the association does, and why you're here today.
Sure. Like you said, my name's Dave Pieper. I'm with Construction Management Student Association down at University of Minnesota, Mankato. So what I do down there is I'm a representative of the Minnesota State University Construction Management Student Association. I am the alumni director, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be communicating with past alumni and also be doing networking opportunities. So how I found out about Blue Book Network was from Steve Wheelock. He came down and introduced us to one of their mixer events and then got me interested, went down there, had a phenomenal time, and then he introduced me to the Who's Who in Construction Showcase Expo, and I just had to come out and find out what it's all about.
Very cool. So you're a current student, is that correct?
Definitely.
Man, so it is pretty cool that the Blue Book has created opportunities for you to kind of get the proverbial boots on the ground and see what's happening.
Definitely.
How long have you been a part of the Construction Management Student Association?
This is going to be my second year. I'm going on my third year here. So what I did was I was just a regular member my first year, and then my second year I became the activities director. And so this year I'm bumping it up to what I want to focus on more is the alumni communications and networking.
Moving on up.
Pretty much.
So part of what you are trying to do then is connect with past students that are in the construction industry and
Correct.
talk about their experiences, how they got involved, and how they managed to continue to build their business, correct?
Correct.
Awesome, very cool. So what excites you about events like this, about the Blue Book, or just about construction in general?
That's a very good question. So there's just a lot that personally excites me just because the idea of networking, getting my name out there, I get to meet phenomenal people such as Steve. I get to meet different people from certain companies. So like, for example, AmCon, there's two people here from my department before it was even a CSET major. They were here when it was a business major with an emphasis in construction, and then they can ask questions on how our department has evolved, how we're moving up, how we're doing better, and how we're bringing new stuff to the workforce. So like me focusing on like different programming such as like Revit, P6, stuff like that. That's becoming the standard in my department. So being able to bring that to the table when I, like you said, get my boots on the ground, hit the ground running, I can bring similar aspects to what they have to offer.
Understood. And so you're able to kind of get from the proverbial horse's mouth. We're using lots of proverbial things
Proverbial.
here. Yeah, proverbial. But you're able to get really what's going on in the streets, if you will, and kind of take that back to your fellow students and say, hey guys, check this out. I was at this Blue Book event and I met this guy and he talked about P6 and C-Rev and Run DMC and all kinds of cool things.
Yes. Basically, it's all the stuff that we get to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and then I get to see how it's used out in the real world.
Awesome.
And what we like to help focus with is like doing the elevators, like speeches, stuff like that, promoting yourself, and this is just another aspect of how you get to do that.
100%. And that's one thing that the Blue Book is committed to doing, is creating environments, opportunities for people to get together and build their network and build their business and, just make it happen. So, hey, kudos to you for getting out here, getting on the ground, getting in this environment and making it happen. Definitely. Much success in the future, man. I think you're going to nail it. Awesome. Thanks a lot, Dave.